A little bit more, 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 a little bit more.
You know, I haven't made a video in a while, and kind of a reason to it. Well, I won't go into that in this video actually, but another important issue I wanted to talk up with was, I mean, you know, I was looking on YouTube and I was watching some videos, and you see people talk a lot about politics and stuff, right? Like who they're gonna vote for, who should be president, what this president's done bad, and what this one did good, and why. And you know, I sit here and I listen to them, and I have to wonder. I mean, you know, I'm like, wait a minute. No, that's not true. I sit here, I'm like, no. And half the time when they sit there and say this person guy, you can email them and say, okay, you know, that's cool. Why is he bad? What has he done? And they can't tell you. They're like, he's just bad. For example, President Bush. Very heated topic on YouTube, on anywhere for that matter. I'm not going to say I support him or don't. To be honest, I could care less, but he has my respect because he's the president of the United States. And if any other person run, Democrat, Republican, whatever, conservative, liberal, libertarian, if a communist person run, I might not have the respect I would now, but I'd still respect because he's the president. You give him automatic respect, in my opinion. But anyway, and I sit here and like, you know, President Bush, for example, though. I mean, they say he's an awful guy, and I'm like, okay, and what has he done wrong? No. I'm not saying I support him because I really don't care. So don't email me and say hateful things. But I sit here and I wonder, I'm like, okay, and he's done what? Well, he caused the war in Iraq. Now, people, you have to understand, because he's the president and because he lives in the United States, where we have the Congress and Senate and stuff, they kind of have to approve going to Iraq. Now, you can say, okay, we got a full Republican Senate and Congress when he was first elected and everything. You go, okay, but either way, that doesn't matter. They still have to approve it. I mean, you can't sit there and argue and say President Bush caused it all when everyone who represents you as individuals that you're supposed to vote for, who half of you don't, which is what this video is about, and when they approve it and you get mad, well, tough noodles. Tough shit. I'm sorry, but you voted for them, or you're supposed to, or they got the majority of the vote, and they won, and they took their best interests, or what they thought were your best interests. So you have to understand that you can't just blame the president. You have to blame everyone up there then. Because you can't just say President Bush makes a decision and poof, it's done. Because that's not how it works, no matter what y'all think. I know I'm going to get people arguing with me on this, but the simple fact is that's the truth. And I'm not saying I support him or not, but my father is in the United States Air Force, and he has fought in Iraq. And I have to understand, and I do know how it feels to have someone that you love that could, I mean, you know, every day you go to sleep and put my head down, he's fighting, and he could die. I mean, you know, I understand that. Not the Air Force where he goes and, you know, doesn't fight, because that's not true. They do fight with M16s, like soldiers. But but basically the whole thing about this was voting. You know, I know it's a little early, but elections are going to be coming up. Primaries are going to be starting pretty soon. Get out there and vote. I'm too young to go vote. I'm 16 years old, but I tell everyone I can not to vote for someone specifically, but to go vote in general. Just get out there, take your opinions. Don't watch some TV show and listen to one fact and go, President Bush is bad, and then go, okay, he's bad. Not saying he's going to run again, but like listen to Rudolph Giuliani, he's bad. No, don't go vote. Or Barack Obama, he's bad, he's a terrorist. Don't vote for him. No, vote for whoever you want to. Vote for who you believe in. Go on their websites, read about them, read from other people, ask other people who are into politics, and debate. Know what they're talking about, know their opinions, know their views, so when we get a president, you can have who you want to run for president. That's it, guys. Thanks.